Hi everyone, welcome to Angular series. Today we will see the difference between the scope which is being used in a controller or which is being used in a directive. What is the difference between a scope with a dollar sign or without dollar sign in directive? So to examine that difference, we will create a directive here. Right here dot directive name. I will put it a demo, and then function directive should return something. Okay, so we will see how this scope which is being used in directive is different from the dollar scope which is being used in the controller. So I will create a simple link function here which will be taking three parameters: scope, and I will just put console.log. So we will compare the values being used in the scope and the scope. Are they different or they are the same? So if you refresh it, you will see that both scope are the same. If you see the id equal to 2, id equal to 2. So the both scope are same because we are not isolating the directive scope. So you will get the scope same. If you want to isolate, then you need to put a wall of China here. So now the scope of this directive and the scope of this controller is different. You will see id equal to 2 here, and you will see id equal to 3 here. Okay, so this is just a basic difference. If you put isolation, which we already talked about, isolate scope, the scope parameter which is defined here and the scope dollar scope which is defined in controller will become different. But I will explain what is this scope means here. The syntax of this directive function or syntax of a controller is totally different. You can't replace this scope with any other parameter. You need to take care of the sequence of these providers which you are injecting in the controller, but you do not need to care about injection in the directive because you can put anything here. It will always consider the first argument as a scope, second argument as an element, third argument as an attribute. Like simple example, you put it like A, B and C. Still it will consider A as a scope, B as an element, C as an attribute. You will see it's still compiling and executing without any error. It is returning the id equal to 3. So this is the difference of the scope or injected variables in the directive or injected variable in the controller, because you need to maintain the order here. Like if you are injecting more than one parameter, I will explain it. If you are injecting more than one, like then you would write it something like this. If you are injecting HTTP, if you are injecting dollar scope, then you need to maintain the sequence also. Now you will write function. Now the sequence of the injection would be the same. You need to write first $HTTP, then $scope, then this is your function, the closing of the function. So you see here the sequence matters, but sequence doesn't matter here. But automatically the directive will consider the first as a scope, B as an element, C as an attribute. So that's all. Thank you.